Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Now today, I'll be talking about yesterday's loss in the Super Wild Card round against the Los Angeles Rams. Now, it was a great season. We started out 7-0. And, ever since that one Los Angeles Rams game, we lost 30-23 on Monday Night Football. This was in the season. Everything started going downhill. We had that 3-game losing streak. It was the Rams, Lions, Colts, and it just seemed like we never recovered. Now, during that stretch, during that losing streak, people started coming out and saying and talking about the fact that Cliff Kingsbury really has shown a pattern, whether it be in his days of coaching at Texas Tech or the days in the NFL. He shows a pattern. And that pattern is, for those of you who don't know, is he starts off the season really strong. And then it seems like he just loses it. And then everything starts going downhill once that mid-season hits. And to some degree, the fans are right. It seems like it's been going on for all the years he's been a head coach at Texas Tech. The Cardinals. He's only coached for the Cardinals for 3 seasons, but look at last year. No, we didn't. It wasn't a sure thing that we were making the playoffs, but we started out pretty hot. We were, what was it? 6-2, and then we ended up going 8-8, and it was pretty tough to deal with. We didn't make the playoffs after starting out super strong this year. Or not this year, last year. And now, fast forward to this year, we started out 10-2. We finished 11-6. That's unacceptable. We had a chance to put ourselves in a higher seed. If we hadn't lost that game, those games to the Rams, the Lions, the Colts. Now, I can understand the Rams. They're a tough team. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. But those losses to the Lions, the Colts, the Seahawks at the end of the game, or end of the season, excuse me. We could have been in the number 1 seed, but we weren't because we choked. We just got into a slump, and then it seemed like that slump carried over into the postseason. Now, I'm going to read to you Cliff Kingsbury's track record as a head coach. So 2021, his first 7 games, 7-0. Rest of the year, 3-5. 2020, first 7 games, 5-2. Rest of the year, 3-6. 2019, it was 3-1. Rest of the year, 2-7. That's, we weren't that strong. But 2018, this was in his Texas Tech days. They started out 5-2, ended 0-5. 2017, 4-3, ended 2-4. 2016, started 3-4, ended 2-3. 2015, started 5-2, ended 2-4. And the last one here is 2013. He was 7-0 and ended 1-5. That's a pretty noticeable pattern of the same thing. But people, not just people, Arizona Cardinal fans who claim to be true diehard Arizona Cardinal fans are now betraying Cliff Kingsbury and throwing him under the bus. The first instinct is to just blame someone, and that person is Cliff Kingsbury. Somehow, these Arizona Cardinal fans, so-called Arizona Cardinal fans, believe that Cliff Kingsbury is the sole purpose for us not, having a more successful season. This is the typical Arizona Cardinal fans' reaction. Every year, I have to deal with these people. I see online who obviously know nothing about football. They know nothing. They sit up there, they talk, they tweet about how Cliff Kingsbury is bad and Steve Keim is bad and we need some sort of, clean the slate. Well, let me tell you, if we didn't have Cliff Kingsbury, if we didn't hire him 3 years ago, where do you think we would have been? In the postseason? I think not. And I've seen these idiots online. Cliff Kingsbury should be fired. We should bring in Brian Flores. Brian Flores? Really? How did he do in Miami? Oh wait, he got fired. That's my point. These people know nothing. They're not true Cardinal fans. They don't support their team. They watch their games and when they're doing well, yeah, you know what? Yay, my team's doing well. I'm a Cardinal fan. When things go a little bit downhill, it's all of a sudden, Cardinals suck. I'm tired of this team. Well, you know what? Leave. Don't be a Cardinal fan. Go be another team. Or just leave the state. I'd be happy with that. Cleaning the slate would not do anything. We've got a very promising team, and I'll tell you a pattern of Cliff Kingsbury. His pattern is growth every year. Growth. You look at 2019, we were 3-12-1, something like that. 5-12. I don't even remember. Was it 5-10-1? It might have been 5-10-1. And then the next year, 8-8. And then this year, 11-6, and we got to the postseason. Last year we were one game away from the playoffs. And unfortunately, Kyler Murray got injured. But my thing is that let's say we fire Cliff Kingsbury, we fire Steve Keim, we fire Vance Joseph. What the hell do you think that's going to do? Progress us forward? I don't think so. Who's better than Cliff Kingsbury? Why not just get rid of Kyler Murray? Why not just trade him away? Why not just trade away Chandler Jones? Why not just get rid of the whole team? And just bring in every new player for every new position. That's how absurd these people are. It really gets me down how these fools actually think that their way is some sort of righteous way, and they complain and they complain and they complain. Dan Bickley, I've made a video focusing on him. He somehow thinks, like these other idiots, that we are the key to our success is to get rid of Cliff Kingsbury and Steve Keim. Where do you think we would have been without those two people? Nowhere. Who do you think built the team? Steve Keim. And who do you think has shown all this progression in 3 years? Let me tell you how hard it was for Cliff Kingsbury. A failed college coach That means he wasn't even good in college. And you know what? Steve Keim had the balls to take the chance on Cliff Kingsbury and hire him straight out of the NFL into head coach. What other college coach has sucked in college, and you bring him up, and boom, he's a good NFL coach? What other coach has done that? And Cliff Kingsbury comes out from college straight into the NFL and has to deal with a rookie quarterback. He has to coach a rookie quarterback. He has to coach a team who previously had the number 1 overall pick. So that means they're the worst team in the league. And he had to come out there into the NFL and take control of that team. The worst team in the NFL. And look at where we're at now. Look where we're at. We're in the postseason. I don't give a damn about the loss. You know what? It was a heartbreaking loss. I'm still recovering from it. But does that mean we need a clean slate just because we lost? This is progression. And if you don't have the patience to progress with the team, then you shouldn't be a Cardinal fan. You should take your idiotic thoughts and go to a team that always has bandwagon fans, like the Cowboys or the Rams or the Patriots or the Buccaneers. Go to them. We don't want you. This has been an up and down season. It's had its good times and it's had its really bad times. But it gave us entertainment here in the Valley. Phoenix it's a big city. But like other cities, they're able to rally around their teams and take pride. I don't see a lot of pride in our home teams. And that's what I really encourage other people to, even if you don't watch the Cardinals, at least support them. At least just don't abandon your team like this. And you know what? I don't think Steve Keim will listen to these people because they're idiots. And Steve Keim is not an idiot. Next year we'll have playoff experience. This team didn't have playoff experience. This team is new to the playoffs. Kyler Murray's new to the playoffs. Cliff Kingsbury's new to the playoffs. There's a lot of blame to go around here as well, too. So, we're gonna go into the off season. We're gonna make all the right moves. We're gonna get the pieces we're missing. And we're gonna go out and win a Super Bowl next year. So thank you for watching my video, and have a good day.